My name is Buie Hancock, and I've been throwing pottery since 1982, senior in high school. I attended University of Tennessee and knew right off that I wanted to get a Bachelor of Fine Arts, but I wanted it to be in wood carving. And so I showed up the first day of school, and they, assigned you counselor and all that, and said I wanted to be a wood carver, and they just kind of laughed and said, well, we quit doing that in 1976. I said, okay, fine, I'll be a potter, because I had been throwing for about 6 months, the last 6 months of my high school year. And so I just got a BFA with honors concentration in ceramics. And then as I graduated in 1986, a pottery shop became available for sale here in Gatlinburg, and I actually purchased it before I graduated college. The whole time I was growing up, I always kind of sneered at Gatlinburg, artists, the street artists and whatever that were here when I was a kid. And so I always said I'll never be an artist in Gatlinburg. And so here I am in Gatlinburg, a Gatlinburg artist. But I love it. I'll never leave. I love this town. I love everything about Gatlinburg. Oh, ARROWMONT and I go way back. I've always loved ARROWMONT. My mother took classes there. She was a watercolor artist and fiber artist. So I almost grew up because she would take me with her, to class. And then when I got old enough, I took as many classes as I could. When I got in college, I took classes and got credit. When I graduated, I actually took a class from Catherine Hirsue, who's a very wonderful porcelain artist, and took it for graduate credit. And I made a 4.0. And so I quit. While I still have a 4.0. I was very blessed that I was able to come to the studio every day during the quarantine. And even though I was quarantined, I was here in the studio. So I was making lots of pots, and hopefully what people want when they come back in the summer, was making lots and lots of special work, special orders for website orders. I ran a sale, just trying to get through the whole quarantine. So yeah, I was really busy and made a lot. It was kind of like quarantine for all of us was artists out here. It was kind of like having 2 winters back to back. We made it through the winter, and then boom, here we are again, alone, making pottery. All of us potters that are out here in the crafts community, we're all good friends. I mean, we all borrow chemicals from each other when we're out, or I need something fired, I'll go sneak it in their kiln, or they can sneak something in my kiln. So we're all great friends, and we're all so different, and and so we just don't step on each other's toes, because they make their thing and I do my thing, and it's totally different. Even though it may be a coffee cup, it's still vastly different coffee cup. So we're all good out here together. Well, I'm one of the really lucky artists in that I happen to have a good business sense. My father was an industrial engineer and just always had a really good business sense, and it kind of seeped over to me. But I also figured out early on is I need to make as much variety as I can, and that helps me twofold, is that I can appeal to many, many more people than a conventional 3-glaze, functional potter. And then it also keeps me that I have never burned out after 30-some years of making pottery, because I make, thousands of items, and I've got 15 different glazes, and I'll take on, any custom work within reason. And that's the way I grow, is that people come in and they challenge me to make this or that for them and for their needs of whatever their crazy needs are. And I embrace that, and I'll try to, make it for them and make them happy. Yeah, you juggle a lot of balls as a business owner and an artist, where you're trying to create what makes me happy, and hopefully somebody else will want to purchase that. Any piece in here, whether it's 1 inch high or a big floor vase, will take close to 4 weeks, and that's the process. It's got to dry, it gets fired twice, it gets sanded and glazed, and just the whole process. And then my kiln is 80 cubic feet, so I'm not just firing one piece. I've got several hundred pieces in each firing, so that I'm creating, hundreds of pieces, hopefully, per week, so that I can fill up my big kiln. I just love throwing. The rhythm of it. I just finished a cremation urn for a very dear friend. His mom just passed away a month ago. And that brought me great joy because her greatest love, one of her greatest loves, was dogwood flowers. And so I built dogwood blossoms on the side of it. And this will bring my friend great joy every day to see the urn and have his mom close by with her favorite flower.